Welcome to Happiest Places Home, the interior design channel. If you're into interior design, you'll love it here. I'm Suzanne, an interior designer and your hostess. Pottery Barn is having a big sale. I decided to look at every single item that was on sale and evaluate them in my own mind. And here in this video, I'm presenting my top picks. I decided to start with one of my favorite picks from the sale, and that is the Booker taper candle holders. They come in two colors and they're all in stock. There is this bronze that you're looking at, which looks almost black, like an oil rubbed bronze. And then there is also an antique brass, so a gold. Now these are very classic looking. I think you could buy these taper candle holders and be good to go for years to come, no matter which color you decide. I think the brass would probably stand the test of time much longer, but it just depends on your decor. Now look at these prices. So the most petite one is $5.97, the 9-inch is $7.97, and the 13-inch is $10.97. These are on clearance, but the prices you're looking at include the extra 20% off that's coming off of clearance in the sale. So price as marked, and that's the way it will go throughout this video, just so you know. So I might not say it again. It'll say clearance, but that is with the extra 20% off. So you can see there are a number of images with these candlestick holders, and they're just beautiful. If you've been looking for taper candle flickering, the faux type that Pottery Barn has, I found the most excellent set, and I'm going to share that at the end of this video. Another wonderful deal in the sale are these candle holders. They're called the Altair metal candle holders. The price isn't as low as the last ones, but these are newer to Pottery Barn than the last ones were. The others were around for years and years. But this one came and went pretty quickly, and I would say that is probably because a lot of people don't have silver in their decor, but silver's coming back in a big way. So it might be a good time to capture this good value here. But I also love the twisty nature of this. So it does give it such a classic twist, let's call it. I didn't mean to do a stupid pun there. But it also looks a little modern because of the flashy and bright color of silver that's used. Here's another silver item, and that wasn't intentional. I just thought that this was such a no-brainer. So $7.97 to get this set of wine charms. And they're coastal style, which is really good for a lot of people that like Pottery Barn. It's great and fun for the summer, whether you normally like Pottery Barn or not. And if you live by the ocean or the sea, wherever, these would just be a nice thing to have all year round. So I thought $8, can't beat it. So it might be a little item that you tack on to something else. I don't know, but how fun. The Artisan Terracotta fish is a sculpture for only $18.99. Now this was shown a lot last summer in a beautiful kitchen. It was also shown in some living rooms, and it's kind of an oddball fish, but it also makes perfect sense on a tray as it's shown. Or I was thinking, if on your coffee table you have a large book and you want to just put it kind of off to one side a little with nothing else on there, that would be cute. And if you like coastal, then this would be quite the thing for you. You could also just think of it as a funny little accent piece that you joke around about. I don't know, but I think that this is a good price for that, and you can see the original price was higher, much higher. There are two reasons, probably more than two, that I'm choosing this for one of my top picks, and that is that I feel like because these gold scatter glasses are on clearance, you may not have access to them long into the future, and I thought that they were such a beautiful piece when they came out, and that was during the holidays last year. This holiday season, at Pottery Barn, they start showing their items somewhere around August. These didn't start going into their images until like October. And then I feel like people just didn't have enough exposure to them. So I think these are a beautiful piece. Wonderful. And I am surprised that they made it to clearance. And the price isn't that exceptional for, a flute. However, with all of that detailing with the gold, it is for sure. Like, it's much more valuable than this. So I thought if you were going to buy perhaps 2 of them, because you just want an extra special item to toast with, then fabulous. Or if you're going to buy a multitude, enough for a dinner table, that's great too. But I would try to get my hands on these before they go away. This is the Dream Fur Throw pillow cover, 20 by 20. Now, there are a lot of faux fur pillow covers out there that are less expensive than this, but this is a great price for the Pottery Barn one if you have been wanting it for a while. Now, will a cream color faux fur pillow be just the thing this fall and winter? I don't know. They may come in other colors, or maybe we'll get away from this fuzzy type of fur. I don't know. But one thing is for sure, and it does cozy up other things that you're pairing it with. Like if you're going to get the quilt that I'm showing you next, this pillow was shown with it at the holidays, and all of a sudden a very lightweight and airy quilt looked like it was cozy winter quilty. So that's not a word. Quilty is a word. There was a restaurant in Princeton called Quilties a long time ago. But I digress. So I think this is a good deal. And if you've been wanting the real one from Pottery Barn, now is the time. The Cocoon Voile quilt is on sale. The queen is $127 at this point, and the king is $159. And as you know, these are typically in the $200 to $300 range. I think this one in particular was like, the king was $279 or something like that. Now, this fabric is made of cotton, but is softer and smoother than regular cotton. It has a higher thread count, and because of that, it's extra cozy, and why you would think of this as your little cocoon. It's also very modern looking, even though you've got a quilt, which I love. Now, there are less expensive quilts out there that can give you the same feel, but it wouldn't be this natural of a fabric. So this is the time to get your Cocoon Quilt if you're interested. It comes in 2 colors, the bright white and then also this beige parchment looking color. I prefer the white, but that's up to you, whatever works with your decor better, of course. The shams are on sale in both colors as well. The standard, which works for a queen bed, is $40 and the king sham is $47. The Reagan handcrafted reversible quilt is on sale as well. This is $159 for the queen, $191 for the king. You can use either side and they're both very beautiful. I know a lot of people love blue, so I wanted to include something blue in the way of bedding, and this is the perfect item for that. So the shams are on sale, as you can see, as well. And this is a newer item, just like the previous quilt. So a surprisingly great price compared to what you would have paid for the regular price a very short time ago. If you have a real fireplace and you do need to store your wood inside, this would be one of the most fabulous ways ever to do it. I actually have never noticed this product before. It's been in images that I've seen, but I didn't know that they were using this to stack wood. But even if you have this out in the room and not kind of cuddled against your fireplace, it's so pretty. And what a great price. So $118.97 I think is a good price for something to store your wood inside in such a fashionable way. There is a black version of this, but it's not on clearance, just the gold, which if you ask me, I think the gold one looks more exciting. So if you need somewhere to put your wood, maybe consider this. Doesn't it seem just like yesterday that we were marveling over these adorable little egg holders? These are the rustic bunny egg holders. You can get 4 at this point for $17.97, which is a huge savings, as you can see, down from the $39.50. So, it's weird to be buying items for other holidays that are far in the future at this point, but it's one of the best times to get those wonderful deals. And I feel like with Pottery Barn, their holiday items don't go on clearance right after the holiday. They wait. And that's what they did in this case, and with some other pieces that you're about to see that I think you'll love. If you do decorate for Halloween, I think you would have bought these immediately if they were at this price when they came out at Halloween. But look, we have just a few months, let me say 2 months to go probably, before we start seeing fall things back at Pottery Barn. So don't worry, it's not that far around the corner to start thinking of these things, but what a great time to buy these really fun haunted houses on clearance. So it's cute that they light up. The shapes of the houses are so traditional, but of course you wouldn't hope to own a home that has boarded up windows. But it's all in the super duper fun for the Halloween decorating time of year. And I really like these. I really want them. I won't be getting them because we just have too many decorations. But if you don't, or if you go all out at Halloween, these are right up your alley. I wanted to present these to you as a potential gift for someone, especially a male, but not necessarily. So these are $17.97 for a pair of beautiful Stag salt and pepper shakers. They're petite, but they're so holiday fun and really could work throughout the winter. I don't condone putting extra salt on your food because heart healthy is an important thing in my family, but they would make a great gift, and that's all I'm saying. Or if you need the salt and pepper on your table for your holiday guests, wouldn't they be best presented with these? For years, as a gift for everyone on my team, I would buy expensive champagne so that they had something really special to toast with their family and their loved ones on New Year's Eve. And they really appreciated it, looked forward to it, expected it, and that was fine by me. Now, I always tried to find special packaging for this. And for this year, this is exactly the one to get. So this is $3.99 for a very beautiful, modern, fun, and elegant wine bag, or you could say champagne bag. I think this is just beautiful. So, or to bring a hostess gift. I mean, if you're not buying gifts for people at work, that's not what I meant by this. It could be for any gift of wine or champagne when you're going to a party. It's just so pretty. I've been buying and returning a lot of LED candles. I wanted those that flicker. I wanted them to have an amber type of glow, but not too yellow. I really wanted the flame to look realistic. So I finally found some that I liked, and they are not expensive. So they're from Amazon. And the name off the top of my head is called Home Memory, and I'll link them. So very inexpensive. They do have a real wax coating so that it looks like a real candle. And you can see that if you're right up on top of it, you can see that there's a plastic little flame going there. But from any distance, like a few feet away, it really does look real. The flicker effect is real. You can make them darker or lighter as needed. There's a timer, and you just hold the remote right up to it to turn it on and off as needed, or you could do the timer. I've just been turning them on and off because I've been playing around with them constantly. I love them. So I did buy these and almost return them because I didn't realize there's a little button on the bottom that has to be clicked for it to work at all. And they work on 2 AA batteries. So I canceled my return and said my error, but I did give it a 1-star review the first time around. So one of those is mine, but then I gave it a 5-star once I realized it was my mistake. We have to admit our mistakes, don't we? Anyway, so I'm really happy with these, and I did get 2 sets of 6 because I wanted them in all of my sconces and in some of the taper candle holders that were right in the same vicinity. And it's just been a really pretty candle lit look in the evenings. Very nice. So I'm happy with these, and I'll link them like I said, just because I bet, just like me, if you've been trying to find these, it wasn't easy. So I did the work, and I've returned some that just were really unnatural looking, you know. So trust me, these are fabulous. They do say to take the batteries out if you're not going to use them for a long time. Like if you're going on vacation or something. That seems like a lot, but since they said it, I'm doing it. So I would imagine you should too, but only when I'm going on vacay. Anyway, I hope you like them too. Let me know what you think if you do order them. I wanted to show you my counter stools from Labana. They are gifted, but now is the right moment to show you because they're on sale for $106 each if you use my code. So 4 of these is $4.99, and then divide it by 4, but then take your extra 15% off with my code, and yes, they're 106. These are pretty wide, so you may only need 3 at your island. I'm not sure. But for mine, I could use 4. And I feel like now that I have these, it just opens everything up and makes everything in my kitchen area look bigger because of the very fair color of these. These are the Jessica counter stools, sorry. And I purchased mine in the color linen. There are a lot of other colors to choose from, but I think these work best for me and are just such a beautiful and rich looking color. I love them. They were very easy to put together. I did it myself, 100%, all by my little old self. And it was very easy. So I wanted to say that I highly recommend these. I want to thank Lubana for gifting these to me. I know it seems like a lot of things from them all at once, but they sent me one delivery all at once, and I couldn't help sharing them right away. So thank you again, Lubana, and this will be linked, and you'll get my discount code right there next to the link if you forget it. I mentioned in last week's video that I was attending last Saturday a wedding for my family and for my nephew. And it was planned for a long time in advance, and you could tell because everything was just so beautiful. This is on the Chesapeake Bay and right there on the water. It was so beautiful. Now the reception is going on inside while I'm filming this outside. It's right after the sunset. I missed it because we were all hanging out and I didn't want to leave everyone while we were, you know. So I just went out for a bit and filmed these little parts. I didn't want to film my nephew's wedding and with him in it because I thought that was rude. Plus I would have to ask him, and he was off to his honeymoon by the time that I was putting any of this together. But isn't it beautiful scenery? And it was just so beautiful inside the venue as well. But what a good time we all had, and congratulations to Rich and Kaylin. All of the pretty things from Pottery Barn and my counter stools, those candles, they're all linked in the description box. If you do happen to purchase something that you like through those links, I will get a very small commission, but it definitely helps this channel and all we plan to do going forward. So thank you for doing that in advance. I'll see you guys next Saturday, 11 a.m. Eastern Time.